Hello again, everybody. My name is Dale DuFay, and right in front of me are Samson, for starters. There's Samson. And there's Mary. Mary the Magnificent.
Good morning,
How you
everybody.
doing, Mary?
I'm doing awesome. Hope you guys are doing great too.
You know, it's cool here. That's why Mary's wearing a heavy shirt. In southwest Michigan, it hasn't topped 60 degrees here in the last week. But we've been still trying to work. Some of the nights have been so cold that we don't want to risk doing too much because it actually was almost close to having some frost warnings here again. That's crazy. But anyway, there's Samson. We got him tied up on this end right now. We had him tied up on the front, but we're doing a lot of work up front. We'll get to that in a minute. But we're tying him up here for now, and then eventually he's going to wind up in the back and have his own little area and stuff in the deck and everything. But he's a good boy. He's been helping. But Mary, let's go show what we've been doing. First of all, we got all the bottom part all ready with the Durarock cemented in and everything. And that's all ready to put the stone over that beneath the grade. We're going to be like an inch or so beneath the grade. But I figured since we was up here and we've discovered we have plenty of material, I went ahead and did the door, around the door. Isn't that magnificent? Samson really likes it, I'll tell you that. But look at that. You'll still have to complete the top part up to the peak of the gable, but that took all day just doing those two sides of the door. But boy, isn't that something? It just makes that door pop, and then also it makes the whole area look bigger. I would step back to get a better view, but they still haven't came to remove the tree yet. They were supposed to be here this past week, weren't they, Ma? But he hasn't showed up yet. I'm sure he's quite busy. There's a lot of trees went down during those early March tornadoes and everything. That was crazy. I think it was early April. But here we are. I'm getting confused. That's crazy because here it is, the end of May. I mean, a week from today is June 1st. And we're freezing. We're wearing winter clothes.
Right.
I mean, it's insane. But today does feel better. It looks better. Yesterday was beautiful looking, but it was, cold. I had to wear my heavy, basically winter work gear the whole day at the time I was doing this. But it seemed to hold up well. It didn't get too cold last night, so it should be fine. But isn't that just amazing how nice that looks? And then once I complete this above the door, I'm gonna button up along the bottom and get caught up on every area we did and get down to just below the grade. But this is where we had left off on the house. And basically there's like 100 square feet left. There's this area and then the whole north end of the shed. And then that's it for the main part. And then there comes the time, then after that, the next step is to grind down the top, flat flush with the top of this Durarock and that chalk line. And this is going to be all ground down as best as we can. It's pretty easy to do. It's just a lot of dust. And then we're going to put that limestone ledge on. And we'll walk around, take a look at that limestone ledge. And so to take a nice look at it for those of you who haven't seen it yet. But it's going to go around the whole top of it's just, isn't that beautiful? I love the color. We almost got and in this angle you can kind of see the texture too, how much, how different the thicknesses and everything are. Like take this piece for example. See how far that sticks out. This is so cool. I mean, I really like that. And boy, do we try real hard not to get that mastic on the face. It's very difficult. That's one of the things you have to really do is make sure you keep it really clean while you're doing it. Because you don't want that mastic all over the place. Because once it gets on there, forget it. It's not coming off. So we try to keep real clean. But here's the ledge, limestone. It's just really nice, real thick. It's like 2.25 inches thick, and see that nice overhang. It's got the nice drip kerf there that that'll stop the water from wanting to come on the wall there. But also it has a really nice look to it. And then, for example, it's going to stop here, and then we'll start it again up here, and then all the way around. And then this door also is getting the stone around it, about to this point right here. So it's not as wide or as much as the front, because the front's only a single door and this is the double door. The porches are the same size, but the doors are different sizes. So then we'll get the gable and everything. Of course, Trixie's here still. We're waiting for her chicks to hatch. Hi, Trixie. That's what we decided to call her. She's very diligent. So we're waiting. We don't know how many eggs there are. We give her privacy. So we have no idea how many chicks there's going to be, but we'll find out soon enough. I imagine they're going to hatch. And then the father, he's always hanging around here. He's got plenty of places to sit and watch. You know, the wire, the electric wires and everything, and the pine tree and the maple trees and whatnot. But he's always around making sure everything's safe and sound. Of course, I'll say it again, boy, they couldn't have picked a better spot. I mean, that last storm that took down that part of that tree would have definitely wiped out their nest, because that's the tree they usually nest in, or they did last year anyway. So that's a really good spot. So they're safe from the cold, and they're also from the wind and everything for the most part. Animals, predators, which there are a lot of. There are a lot of birds of prey here, chicken hawks, you name it. Kestrels. The kestrel is actually a chicken hawk, but there's a lot of them here, and a lot of we've got a lot of turkey vultures here too. They actually sit on the abandoned house across the street.
On the church house out there.
And sometimes the schoolhouse too. They'll be sitting out there. This thing's got like a 8-foot wingspan, easy. Here's Samson doing an inspection. So, Mary, I think we covered pretty much everything for now. Is there anything else you want to say before we end this video?
Just want to say I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and hope you guys are staying safe out there, and hope you guys enjoyed the video, and the things are coming along here. Give it a thumbs up, y'all.
All right, that's good. And on Memorial Day tomorrow, in case we don't do a video tomorrow, happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day.
Thank you to all you veterans out there who gave us our freedom. I like the way somebody put them. It wasn't, you know, it's basically all about freedom. All right, Mary. So with that, we thank you for watching, and we'll talk at you later. Love you.